It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Hello, my name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends. I want to thank everybody that actually subscribes to my show and show me love all over the world. In the House of the Legends, I have my friend Dan Shiver, which is actually co-hosting with me today, and I have house recording artist Anaya Weathers. Welcome to my show, The Legends.
Thank you for having me.
So we're going to talk about when you first started as a kid. I mean, because most people that I actually interview, they have a childhood behind them as far as singing
Yes.
or some type of entertainment. So let's talk about the beginning for you.
Okay.
As a child growing up, and things like that.
Okay. As a child growing up, I mostly listened to gospel. I was raised in church.
Right.
My dad's a pastor. My brother's a pastor now. He's retired. So my grandfather was also a minister. So it's like in the family. And I was put in the choir when my mom realized I could sing. Like,
Right.
this child can sing. She has a voice. So automatically I'm in the choir singing. And then moving on from there, grammar school, elementary school, you have it. I also continued singing in chorus. When it was time to go to high school, I wanted to go to arts high school for voice.
Right.
So I auditioned and took the test, and I was accepted. So I did that and sang in the gospel choir and the concert choir, and we used to go around to different places that wanted us to sing. And right after high school, I would go to different talent shows, open mics, like Peppermint Lounge,
Right. Right.
Coronet,
Oh,
the Terrace
yeah.
Ballroom, things like that. Yeah, and listen to I have uncles that sing. Well, sang. Two of them were in the gospel area, and the other one was R&B singer. And his name is Oscar Weathers, and you can look him up on YouTube. You'll see a whole lot of his music.
Okay.
And hear it.
Gotcha.
He sounds sort of like Sam Cooke.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, he has that
Okay.
kind of voice.
Has that type of
Yeah, yeah. And my cousin Pam Weathers' dad was also one of those uncles that's a gospel singer. We have his albums at home. So those are my influences.
Okay.
I have a brother that's right next to me. He has a gospel group in Charlotte right now. So
Well, I could probably sound like Sam Cooke or anybody. Who else do you want with auto-tune or artificial intelligence? but my question to you is this: is that you either have it or you don't have it. You can improve on it. What's your point of view? But really, what I want to know is, when you were singing with that voice, how'd you make the leap from, say, singing that sound in church, which is one sound? That's why, men think about the auto-tune and all that. But then you went to house.
yeah.
I mean, was that a smooth transition from vocally, and then as far as your parents and people around you?
Well, not exactly, because I wasn't actually recording music back then. I'm
Okay.
just singing, going to the talent shows and singing.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and actually, around the house, my mom did let me have a record player in the house, but
Okay.
I couldn't
Wow.
in my room, so
Okay.
I could play it. But
Okay.
you better let your daddy hear it.
Wow. I can see it now, Dan, back there.
Yeah.
Zigga, zigga, zigga. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
In my, just like that in the room, just singing in the mirror.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Growing up as you got older and you got more into music, things of that nature, did you actually have any type of reception to what type of music you really wanted to really get into?
No, I just remember when I first heard it was disco and then club, and I first
Right.
heard that sound. I just loved that sound. I loved the beat, and I've always wanted to sing a house song,
Right.
but I never knew how to go about getting started. And this one day, I guess God was looking out for me, so,
Right.
and I just fell upon it. It came to me. I didn't even go looking for it.
Right,
Because
right.
I had gotten married, and I wasn't going out singing like that anymore because I was home with my kids.
Right,
you know?
right.
And so after that, after the marriage was done and I was divorced, my music started coming back to me again. Yeah, and I met someone one day, and we were riding in the car, and I was singing. I didn't know you could sing. I was like, so I told you I went to arts high school. That don't mean you could sing.
That's true.
So
That would've been
yeah,
me.
you could have been there for art or something.
Yeah.
So he said, have you ever thought about making a record? And I said, I always wanted to do a house song. So let's do it. I produce music. We can make a song. I was
Right.
singing some tracks to see if you like it.
Right.
And that's how I got started.
Right. Now, when you started doing the house music, did you anticipate all the success you were having, or you just
I was just doing it because I love singing. I was just doing it.
Wow.
You know,
Okay.
but when I would do it and people would hear my music and liked it, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe I'll do another one. They like that one, you know. So, and then you get little advice along the way, and things happen along the way, but it's shaping up pretty nicely. So I'm kind of liking where I'm at.
Let's talk about your live performances, because I've seen you perform so many times. Coney Island,
Oh, yeah.
Frankie Paradise.
Yeah.
Shout out to Frankie Paradise.
Yeah, Frankie Paradise, we love you.
And also, I want to shout out to Pam Weathers, which was also on my show before. Interesting story. So my thing about how did you actually feel when you did your first live performance in front of people?
I was scared to death
I can imagine.
because I've always been more on the shy side,
Right.
and I know I can sing, but I always think everybody else is better than me, and I don't have that confidence level. It's building. It's gotten a lot better. Like if you would listen to my music that I did in the beginning and up to now, you can see you can hear the
difference.
progression. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So it just comes with doing it more and more and getting more comfortable. So now I'm still nervous when I sing,
Right.
but not as nervous. So now, once I'm there on stage and then I feel in the audience, and I get in my groove and I'm fine. But I think one of my first performances was at Mrs. G's.
Oh, I remember.
That was my very first live performance for house.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then I was scared to death then, but I kind of had a lot of support with me because Mel Cherry at the time had his twin sons there.
Yes.
And they
Denzel
came in and
Darnell.
danced for me. So when you have someone up there with you,
Right.
you feel
More confidence.
because it don't feel like the pressure's all on you. You don't feel like all the eyes are on you.
Okay.
So
My question to you is, what is house music to you? What does it symbolize to you?
happiness, comfort, and it's feel good music.
What about writing? You write too, prolifically. If I said to you, if I gave you a word, you could probably write a song about it. Here you go. Anyway. Talk to us about writing. What inspires you? What's your process? Do you prefer writing to performing? What's your thoughts on that?
Writing sometimes is kind of difficult because you can get that block,
Okay.
and that happens a lot. But what I do, normally if I get a track, a lot of times I listen to the track and whatever that track takes me, what it makes me think about.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and I fill it out. And then sometimes also, if I'm just sitting around, I can think of some lyrics in my head, I'll write them down.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe I can use them on a future track that's coming up.
Gotcha.
Have you ever wrote anything about personal experiences that you went through? You know, something to really express.
Yeah, I wrote a
some
song
things
called-
that you really went through. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna tell myself now.
All right.
Uh-oh.
I have a track called I Deserve Better. I had broken up with and that track just came to me. Those words just came to me, so I put it,
Did it actually? Did it solve the problem? Or
No, it didn't solve the
it-
problem, but it made me feel good.
Okay. And I'm sure you probably sent him an MP3 and said, "Man, you gotta listen to this right here." You know what I'm saying? Because this is coming from my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, I find out that like producing music is a side of you where you really can't verbally say it, but you can express it through song.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and let's talk about that. You know, I'm sure that a lot of artists go through that, and
Yeah, because I'm not a big conversationalist.
Right.
I don't have that gift of gab, which I wish I did.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Well,
Well,
you know
I
what?
think I do.
I can see her in public school, man. You know, flying those kites. You know?
No, I was always a teacher's pet, and everyone.
As soon as she turned the backboard, right? There she go.
Yeah, but I was sneaky. But
Okay.
yeah, but see, I'm quiet and I do my things
Okay.
quietly because I don't, you know, I'm always nervous of how people are gonna perceive me or,
Right.
you know.
Gotcha.
One more question I want to ask you, and I always ask my artists this because it's very informative. For people that's actually getting into recording, acting, or whatever type of craft that they're getting into, can you give them some encouraging words?
If you feel strongly about doing that and that's what you want to do, then try it. By all means, pursue it and listen to people that have already been there, done that, that have a little bit of experience in the field where you're going, because that has helped me tremendously. Like other artists, producers, you know, they give you advice. Just be careful who you get your advice from.
Yeah.
But you know, I've been fortunate and blessed that I have some good people around me that have always lifted me up and given me advice and telling me what doesn't sound right, what does sound right. So, and I like that. I don't like to let someone hear a track and they don't really like it, but they think they're gonna hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
But in the long run, even if it does hurt my feelings, it's better for me in the long run to take that and correct it.
Right.
Yeah, because if it's something that's legitimate, why they don't like it, it's just not a personal thing. Like maybe there's something off in the track that I didn't hear.
Right.
You know.
So you're gonna do a live performance
Yeah.
after we do the interview. So let's talk about that track.
Okay. That track was given to me by A. Shalon. In London.
Okay.
Yeah, he's out of the UK and very good guy. He's a producer, a DJ, and he has a record label called Metro Noise.
Okay.
And the song is on that label. And his wife is also a DJ and a spoken word artist. So she goes by Vibrancy. And he gave me the track. When I heard it, I fell in love with it. Yeah, and I had an idea. I said, you know, I want to work because Yaz, you know, Yaz Roar,
Miss Yaz,
Miss
yeah.
Yaz. Yeah. She had asked me one day, right before I actually got the track, if I ever wanted to. She would love to do something with me if I ever wanted that. So that track came and it was perfect. So, and I actually, he had given me 2 tracks at the same time. So I sent it to, and I had that one in my head because I had written to it already. So, and I wanted to know which one she liked best, which one she felt, and she loved the Love's Touch. So.
What, you know, you got a lot of stuff going on. What can you share with us?
Okay. Right now.
Don't hold back now.
Don't hold back. Yeah, I'm working on a lot of stuff right now. I just was in the studio Thursday night with Dave Lala and Big Logan, and we are working on a 3-track EP.
Okay.
2 of the songs are already done.
Right.
It's going to be a soulful house track, more of a deeper dance track.
Okay.
And one that's going to be predominantly spoken word, which I've never done. So they wanted me to challenge myself and do these different things to just showcase more of my vocal ability, my talent.
Okay.
So, and I have something else coming with A. Shalon that's already done.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to record another track for Andrew Fellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. So we're going to wrap this up right now, and we're going to come back with Anaya. She's going to do a live performance for us, and I want to thank you guys for being on my show.
Thank you.
Come again. He's going to be a regular, man. I like this guy, man.
Yeah, you can't get rid of Dan.
You know, I mean, it's like, you know, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
My assignment, my calling is to inspire, uplift.
You have to make sure your people are partying.
All I want to do is just bring joy to the dance floor and watch people dance.
Listen, I need
And
to
we're
bring you on
back.
in May.
And we're back. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends. In the House of the Legends, I have Dan Shiver, and I have Anaya Weathers. We're back.
Yes.
I want you to start it off.
Hey, listen, you have been singing. We actually met in the beginning of your career.
Yes.
And you've got a lot of success, and people are like going under, looking in the cracks, looking everywhere to find you, and you're international. Forget about Anaya. I should call you International Anaya.
Yeah, it's weird how that happened. Like I've done more tracks for South Africa and UK than I've done for USA, I think.
Well, as a PK or a preacher's kid,
No.
they say that you're not a prophet in your own land, right? That's some
that's
Bible
what they
talk,
say.
right? It sounds like it's in the Bible anyway, even if it's not, right?
Yeah, you know.
So,
My question is, how do you fit in the States here compared to being in the UK and things of that nature?
I think my music is more popular in the UK
Yeah.
than it is.
It usually comes off that way.
Yeah.
'Cause we talked about that the last
Yeah.
show we did.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason or other, United States doesn't really give that much love here. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if it's because of competition or what it is, but when you go to the UK, man, it's like a red carpet over there.
Yeah, I think we have so many artists here in the house genre that you have to make something that's going to really stand out and grab their attention. And once you get that one track that stands out, then they're going to follow you after that.
I again, I'm just trying to talk in PK terms here. But listen to this, all right? So, when Jesus said, hey, he was the son of, that's Joseph's kid. That's Joey's kid.
Right.
And I'm saying sometimes I think that happens to us because people are so familiar with us. They don't really attribute the greatness that goes with it. And of course, I'm speaking of you. And then what happens a lot of times is you make it big over there, then you got to come back over here and they go, oh, yeah.
And it's not
I've been
just,
trying to tell you.
Yeah, and it's not just the outside people, your family as well. Your family doesn't, I think they think it's just a hobby.
Right,
Like you're just
right.
yeah. And then until you, like I said, until you come out with that one thing that's just going to make everybody listen to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the Beatles coming to America, man. I mean, and they came over here, man. It was like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So tell the audience, as an artist, what's your inner feelings towards what you're actually doing and what you're portraying right now?
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
I love doing it. I love watching myself progress and seeing how far I've come from before. Like I've looked at some old performances. I'm like, oh,
That's like looking at old
Room
pictures.
for improvement. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's why we preview.
Yeah.
Besides singing, what else do you want to put your hands into?
I would like to, actually, I love singing and performing, but I wouldn't mind singing with other people, like on something in the future.
Me. And I mean, me.
No, no.
We all know Dan can't hold a note. You know what I mean? So that's out of it, But I will manage it though, just for the money and the laughter of it. You know. What I'm
Well,
saying?
the modern technology has come so far that he can lay a track down and they can take it in the studio and.
Yeah, well,
Auto-tune.
that's why I have a voice processor in my
Auto-tune.
studio, because if you can't
There you
sing,
go.
I'll make you. Come on down, man. We're going to do a Soulful House Nation remix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of epic. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Go ahead,
Hey,
Dan.
how about biggest, like, let's say I'm interested in this. It's really not overnight. It's really like a lot of 2 steps forward, 1 step back, like trips and stumbles and talk to that person now who's getting in it, maybe stumbled some, or this thing, boy, I thought when I got it here, I got my song. Talk to that person for a minute.
Yeah, never give up. Just keep going. Because you're gonna stumble. That's how you learn.
Right,
You're gonna make
definitely.
mistakes. That's how you learn. You learn from mistakes. You're gonna deal with people, and then find out that they may not be the best person that you dealt with, music-wise, and you just have to leave that alone and let God handle that and keep moving forward.
Okay. One more important question. The business aspect of this music industry. What has it taught you?
It's tough.
Wow. She didn't get no notification on it. No cha-ching, no cha-ching.
It's not. You have to love singing and making music,
Right.
because there's really no money in this house music thing until you get to where, like I said, you can get something that's gonna grab everybody's attention.
Right.
You know, like this, the song that I thought would make me a whole bunch of money because
Right.
everybody loves it and they still love it.
Okay, got a new. Okay.
Yeah, and you see, and I get the royalty statements.
Right.
And you look and you see how many people have downloaded and how many sales, and you're like, wow, wow, wow. And then you get to the end and you see your total, it's like $2.
I think at one point that house music will rise.
I do too.
I've never given up on it. I enjoy playing it. You know, I play it because I love the energy of actually rejoicing the crowd with it.
Yeah.
You know, you got people like Louis Vega, Ron Trent, Tony Humphries, and these guys are like on top of the game with it.
Yes.
You know, and they'll tell you straight up, ain't no money in this. You know, but I think at one point though, it's going to have, it's going to rise up to the point where it's going to be money, where somebody's actually going to just change the whole game on a monetary term.
Well,
you know,
in my opinion, and I've said this 100 times before, the cheese is moved. And what I mean by that, but if you think about it, to be fair to house, most of the people in hip hop don't make any money. Most of the people in rock and roll don't make any money. We only see and hear about the ones that rise to the top.
right.
But I think that when I say the cheese is moved, I think we got to be looking at, hey, we're a demographic. So we're probably most in the same, this particular age range. We're pushing this income bracket. We have a lot of things here. So the thing becomes, okay, can I get people who benefit from our purchasing power?
Right.
Whether it's like, listen, watch this. So most of us drove there. So we're the car companies, we're the insurance companies, because they gotta have insurance. We're the loan companies. Hey, wait a minute. Let's be honest. Not me, not you, but AARP. Where are they?
Yeah.
They should be there.
Right. Right.
Okay, healthcare, diabetes foundation, high blood pressure, all the things going on. Hey, wait a minute, we all got cell phones. Where are these people? Hey, wait a minute, let's not stop there. We travel. I mean, I could go on and on and on. So I think a big part of it is to look at the demographic and market that, and use the music as the way that we get people together. It's just a little different
For
way of
me,
thinking.
I feel like this. You have to invest in your own stuff.
Oh, without a doubt.
I was gonna say
Like I invest. I got my own studio. I got my own video production studio, things like that. And you know, then you sit down with a few people and you come up with a marketing strategy as far as making money. You know, something. No, like I'm not gonna do what Dan's doing. I'm gonna do something different. I'm not gonna do what Anaya's doing. I'm gonna do it like different. You know, and then see, people likes difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's time for us to end this. And like I said, I want to thank you guys for actually being on my show. And Anaya is going to do a live performance. And I want you all to support her out there. And I'm sure she wouldn't mind giving up her Cash App, you know what I mean? But that's what it is. But this has been another T-Lo video production. And I have my host, Dan Shiver, and Anaya Weathers. And stay tuned for another episode. Thank you.
Love's touch. Hey, give me love's touch. Hey, hey, love's touch. Now I just can't get enough of love's touch. I've been touched by this feeling, an amazing feeling called love. I've been touched by this feeling. I'm in love, I'm in love. has finally captured me, set my mind totally free. I used to think it would be too much, then I stumbled upon love's touch, love's touch, love's touch, love's touch. Now I just can't get enough of love's touch. Hey, I've been touched by this feeling. Learn to exhale, it's giving me purpose. I've been touched by this feeling, and it's deeper than the surface. My heart pounds, it gives me a rush. It's this thing I call love's touch, a feeling of safety and security. Love's touch has made me carefree. Love's touch, love's touch,
Love's touch, the intimate touch
That's
of
Miss
your
Jazz
body
Roar.
close to mine. I'm touching you, you touching me from behind. I crave your mouth, your warm breath on my neck. You slowly running your fingers down my back. My mycology is what's yearning for your love. You got all I need, baby. Can't get enough of your love's touch.
love's touch, 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 touch. Now I just can't get enough of love's touch. Hey,
Soft and gentle all over my body.
my
Touching me
body,
with your love, I'm in ecstasy. Your
ecstasy.
sexual playfulness, no hands allowed.
It's a mind thing, baby.
Got me aroused with your love touch.
Love's touch, love's touch.
Stroking my body and my mind. So come here and give me what I define as this feeling I cannot explain.
Can't
The
explain.
magic in your touch, baby, drives me insane. Touching my soul with your mind is where your intention starts. Reaching the depths of my longing in those unknown parts.
Yeah.
You figured out the secrets of what's under my love's touch plan. It's the desires of not being gripped or grabbed by determined
Love's
hands.
touch,
You see, my mind is what truly craves
Love's
your
touch.
touch as you carry the weight of my world tightly in your clutch. I finally found a love that I can trust. I love you so much. You are my
love's
touch.
touch, 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 touch. Touch me, baby. Love's touch, love's touch, love's touch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.